As the late 1960s swept the planet, more and more humans began to awaken to the possibility of a greater reality, and the shades were opened on the occult secrets.
What wouldst thou know, my queen?
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
When we step into chaos, into the unknown on our own terms, we are able to change our lives and ourselves more effectively.
I took your little plan and I turned it on itself. Look what I did.
In the movie, The Dark Knight, the Joker famously asked Batman, "Why so serious?" This question not only revealed the Joker's twisted sense of humor, but also hinted at the deeper philosophical theme of the movie, namely, the conflict between order and chaos, reason and madness.
Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, a beautiful queen named Ravenna gave birth to a baby girl. The kingdom was filled with joy and celebration, and everyone was excited to welcome the new princess. The queen was struck with fear and confusion, and she knew that her daughter was destined for something different, something dark.
Hags cannot hide her gentle grace. Alas, she is more fair than thee.
You won't find her in your visions.
Times when my crimes
She's gone.
will see.
She's lost for good.
Strange love.
You are pure chaos right now.
There is a growing feeling today that something is wrong with our system of education. But what is it? Well, we send our children to school to prepare them for the real world, which is changing very, very fast. The system is sending a dangerous message to our children that they are not in charge of their own lives. They just have to follow whatever is laid down instead of taking charge. That we need to fundamentally change our system of education.
I'm Michael Jordan. McDonald's restaurants have given me this time to talk to you about something we both really care about.
One day, when the princess was still a child, she stumbled upon a stash of psychedelic mushrooms in one of Ravenna's cabinets. She was immediately drawn to the strange, colorful fungi and decided to try them for herself. She ate one mushroom, then another, until she was lost in a psychedelic haze.
I'm not scared. Yes, you don't need anyone. Legacy, you say? Power. That's what you live for.
Come to me. He envied you.
The princess nodded, her eyes filled with determination.
We are playing a game. And the game runs like this. The only thing you really know is what you can put into words. Nothing really happens unless it's in the newspaper.
Then someone has this experience, and when they change their life because of that, that ends up sounding more like they went through a really good course of psychotherapy.
The position that modern societies have taken on psychedelics, we've demonized these substances, we've made them illegal.
And that starts with breaking down the barriers of stigma and shame.
PTSD. My depression started when I was a teenager.
I'm a drug addict.
I was date raped.
Bipolar disorder.
Complex post-traumatic stress disorder.
My sex addiction.
Opiate addiction.
An alcoholic for sure.
So what does psychedelic mean then if it refers to multiple pharmacological classes of drugs that work in different ways? And the answer for me is that these are all drugs that can have a profound effect on one's sense of reality, including one's sense of self.
It's strange, I feel like the same person, but today I feel so much lighter.
Once they drink that cup, there is no turning back.
At the psychological level, patients who have claims of insight, viewing themselves from a radically different perspective, from a different lens, And based on animal research, there also seems like there may be increased neuroplasticity in the system so that in the days following the psychedelic experience, people are more primed to learn new things.
You will never know the power of touch. May God spare you. Everything you have ever felt, everything that you've buried. Even if you were a beauty, still no one would love you.
The evil queen was filled with bitterness and anger towards the world. She felt that she had been wronged.
And say, only that's me. And so you are able to feel that life was a trap.
Sure, there have been setbacks and challenges along the way, but I wouldn't change a thing. Because every experience, every mistake, and every triumph has shaped me into the person I am today.
My experience were transformative in the sense that I got to look at them through a different lens.
That feeling that Alana is describing is actually pretty spot on. When you take LSD, your brain looks something like this. You can actually see a higher degree of connectivity between various parts of the brain. It's not limited to the visual cortex.
Eternal flame, you are reborn.
The word psychedelic is derived from the ancient Greek word psyche, meaning soul, and dalun, meaning to reveal. It translates to mind manifesting, and the first real documented use of psychedelics can actually be traced back to that same era.
From 1600 BC to 396 AD, in the Greek culture, the foundations of Western culture, they had the longest running mystery ceremonies ever. And they were involved with the psychedelic drug potion called Kikion, which we now, through modern scholarship, have identified as being similar to LSD.
Magic mushrooms are non-addictive and non-toxic hallucinogens. This causes increased stimulation in your brain and leads to the experience of hallucinations. These can be anything from auditory illusions to visual images, and it often causes time to appear to slow down.
Unscientifically, what psychedelics do in the brain, you're having several brain areas that are talking to one another that don't normally talk to one another, and you've established new connections.
The unaided human mind is more capable of correctly modeling nature than the human mind that works through the methodological inductive approach called science.
It was an incredible experience, to say the least.
Modern life can be a mundane existence. We are safe and prosperous, but we can also feel stuck. Stuck in our little routines, our office jobs, our relationships, but most of all, stuck with ourselves, our limitations and fears, our inability to live freely in this tightly structured society.
We deny the complexity, the interrelatedness, the soulness, the spiritness, the mindfulness. All of these things are, for science, what are called secondary properties.
Comme un indien dans son igloo, ça plane pour moi, ça plane pour moi, ça plane pour moi, moi, ça plane pour moi. Ça plane pour moi.
I've searched the continent, trying every herb, every potion, every spell, to get back what I had. What I deserve.
Inside of your head, all you have to do is keep your eyes open. Everything that you're experiencing in the external visual field is a state of your brain. All these colors and shapes are the way in which the brain nerves translate. Normal sensation of ourselves as isolated egos inside a bag of skin is a hallucination, or what the Buddhists call bodhi, awakening.
Drugs, use or abuse.
If you put your mind to it and you work hard and you never give up and you do not listen to the rejection, you can achieve anything that life throws your way.
Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat.
And watch your anxiety dissipate.
What's lost is lost. But what is lost is lost. I've earned it. I deserve access to chaos.
I'm broke, but I'm happy. I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy. Yeah, I'm high, but I'm grounded. I'm shamed, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I've